opposing characters. Now, two biggest oceans, Atlantic and Pacific, or decreasing orders, Pacific and Atlantic, right? So, what happens in these two waters? In these two water bodies, temperature in the water is more or less always low because it's a huge water body, right? It takes a lot of heat for the entire water body to get heated up, right? So temperature in this water body is more or less always less when compared to the land. So what happens? There is a presence of a high pressure cell in the Atlantic Ocean and in the Pacific Ocean, right? Right in between, say, you need to erase this. Yeah, I'll erase this. Right? So, let's say if this was land, let's say this is my Pacific Ocean for now, right? This is again land, right? This is my Pacific Ocean. So, in between my Pacific Ocean, there is a presence of a high pressure cell, right? Why high pressure cell in Pacific? Why low temperature in Pacific? Yes, it's a big water body, it takes a lot of time to get heated up. Something similar happens in Atlantic Ocean also. Just take a guess, where will this cell be much larger in size? Probably in the Pacific, because the Pacific is comparatively a bigger ocean, right? So, if I say there is the presence of a high pressure cell here. So, high pressure is zone of convergence, divergence. Divergence, winds always blow out from high pressure. We are in the northern hemisphere, so as soon as winds blow out, they are deflected to the right. Right? Right? So my high pressure cell or my winds around high pressure cell rotate in clockwise in the northern hemisphere. Right? Yes? So this high pressure cell gives rise to two sets of winds. This high pressure cell gives rise to two sets of winds. Right? Which direction is this? Which direction is this? If I say, to make it more simple, I draw it like this. Which direction is this? Which direction is this?
Southwest and northeast.
Very good. Southwest and northeast. Right? This is southwest, this is northeast. What are the two permanent winds, or what are the three permanent winds found in the northern hemisphere? Permanent winds. Okay.
Westerlies.
Okay.
Polar.
Okay. Which trade is it in the northern hemisphere?
Northeast.
Northeastern trade. Right. Which westerlies is it in the northern hemisphere? Southwest and westerlies. Which polar in the northern hemisphere? Northeastern polar. So, because of this, I have two sets of winds. Now, this wind is blowing towards adjoining land. Right? Now, what happens during the summer and winter? During the summers or during the winters, the entire belt shifts down a little. Why? Because the sun has gone down. During the summers, the entire belt is actually pushed up. Similarly, my anticyclone has a small movement. During the winters, they silently slide down a little. And during the summers, they again go back. Right? Now, let's see, this is the winters, what we are in. Right? Let me say this was 0 degrees. Right? 10 degrees, 30, 45, 60, 70, 80, 90, right? Right. So my diagrams don't look what do you say, symmetric on both sides. Nonetheless, so we are here. Now we are in the winters. Not it too big as well, but anyways, let it remain. I don't want to waste time. So we are in the winters right now, right? Now, okay, let it remain like this. Now we are in the winters, right? Where is my northeastern trade winds blowing towards? More or less towards. If this was equatorial, we did this yesterday. This was equatorial. This we divided like this. What was this? Monsoonal. Okay. This we've not yet discussed. This. Which deserts? Very good. Subtropical deserts. This one. Tropical deserts. Then this one. Savanna. This one. Tundra? Taiga. This one? Tundra. This one? Polar. So this is what we've discussed, right? Now in the winters, from this high pressure cell, I've got a wind called northeastern trade winds. Where is this blowing? Towards? Right? Towards monsoonal, right? Towards monsoonal climate. Agreed? Right? These winds are blowing towards monsoonal climate. Now, if we take the example of India, India has two sets of monsoons. One is called advancing southwest monsoons. One is called retreating northeast monsoons. Right? Advancing southwest monsoons happen during summers. Retreating northwest monsoons happens during winters. This is nothing but retreating northeast monsoons with respect to India during winters, right? The same thing happens to all monsoonal climatic regions. They experience retreating northeast trade winds during this winter season. Now, what does southwest westerly do? Where is it blowing? Okay, where is it blowing? To divide this, I said my diagram is not proportional, right? So this becomes equatorial, this becomes equatorial, this becomes monsoonal, this is savanna, tropical desert, subtropical desert, right? This becomes taiga, polar. So ideally it is not blowing over taiga. Taiga is receiving what rainfall? We saw it. Taiga receives what rainfall? What? Frontal, exactly. Frontal precipitation, right? Taiga receives frontal precipitation. It is not blowing over taiga actually. It is blowing like this. Right? So which region is receiving rainfall from southwest westerlies? This region, right? Plus this region, right? We'll come back to it in some time, right? We'll come back to it in some time. We'll see what happens during summers at this particular regions, right? I've drawn this very big, that is why it has not come out symmetric. Ideally it should be small, two sets of winds, right? Right? Now, I'll erase this, I'll draw what happens in summer, right? Now what happens in the summer? The entire belt moves up or moves northwards, right? Now in the summers, my high pressure is somewhere here, right? Previously it was here, now it is comparatively moved up. Now what happens to the winds? There are two sets of winds, right? This is southwest westerlies, this is northeast trade. Now where is my northeast trade blowing? 30 to 45 on the east margins, this particular region, right? Where is my southwest blowing? It still continues to blow over this region. However, this region is absent now, right? Agreed? Now, what is this region called as? Which received rainfall only during the winters? Which received rainfall only during the winters from the southwest westerlies? This particular region received rainfall only from southwest westerlies during the winters. Agreed? What is this region called as? The only region which receives winter specific rainfall? I think yesterday somebody answered. Mediterranean? This is my Mediterranean region, only region to receive winter specific rainfall. Right? What happens during the summers? Slowly the anticyclone also shifts up. The southwest westerly is blowing over this region, no more over this region. Right? Only during the winters they get brief precipitation. Agreed? This is called as the Mediterranean region. Right? Approximately how much rainfall? Approximately say 75 centimeters of rainfall. Right? What is the characteristic feature of the Mediterranean region? It experiences long, hot, summer drought-like conditions. Long, hot, summer drought-like conditions. And brief, cool winters. Right? Because it experiences rainfall during the winters. Through which way? Southwest westerlies. Right? Examples of Mediterranean region? Any examples? Mediterranean region itself is a big example. Right? Apart from that, there is presence of Mediterranean region on other continents as well, right? In North America, some part of California experiences this climate. The southern part of South Africa experiences this climate. There are some parts of Chile which experiences this climate. Now a question. I said some parts of South Africa also experiences this, some part of Chile experiences this. I said Mediterranean experiences this. If I talk of Mediterranean, which winds give rainfall to the Mediterranean region? Southwest westerlies. Which winds give rainfall to Chile and South Africa? Northeast trade. Northeast trade. Even I'm saying even that experiences a Mediterranean type of climate, right? When I said Chile, some parts of Chile and some part of South Africa experiences Mediterranean climate. Mediterranean climate is always decided by westerlies, not trade winds. Yes?
Yes.
Now which westerlies is the question. I'll give a hint. So we said Mediterranean and California, right? They are in the northern hemisphere, right? Chile and South Africa in the southern hemisphere. Which westerlies are present in the southern hemisphere is the question.
North.
Here it was southwest, there it was
North.
northwest westerlies, perfect, right? In the southern hemisphere, it will be the other westerlies, which will be given here. So yeah.
Sir, if we put the same map on every continent, so you told the same climatic conditions,
right?
But in case of African continent, we were supposed to see the savanna type of climate in South Africa.
In South Africa? In Africa or South Africa? Africa is a continent.
Yeah.
South Africa
If the
is.
same map is kept on the continent of South Africa, on the continent of Africa, how do we conclude that Mediterranean type of climate is in South Africa? Part of South Africa experience Mediterranean.
We'll come to once we finish all the regions, all the climatic regions. There's something called as mountain climate. We'll come to it. Then probably we'll be able to answer this.
Savanna in Central Africa, right? Central Africa.
Ideally, it should be in Central Africa. But again, when we look at Africa,